Actually, something I think that makes us unique at the Kentucky Welding Institute is our faith in God. One thing that we do that's special is Sunday we have a Bible study. And that Bible study is typically led by me, but instructors will come in as well, and they'll open the shop for an additional 4 hours, typically from 11 to 3, and then we'll do student-driven topics.
Right, so we're not trying to force religion on anybody. We're not going to hide it either.
Right.
You know, your faith, hey, maybe you're from out of town and you're missing something that you had back home. Maybe you've had a loss or a change in your life. You want to get something new. Maybe you've just never been exposed and you're interested in something. So we give you that opportunity to come as you are and partake.
Right, so that word that we're going to use is proselytize. We don't proselytize from the classroom to the shop, which means to force our religion on you. So you've paid money, you've paid for welding education, you didn't pay to go to seminary school, so that's not what we're putting you through. But at the same time, our Christian belief implores us to share the gospel or to live out our Christian faith. So we're going to do that, and we're doing that comfortably around anybody. It doesn't matter who you are, believe it or not, it's okay with us. You may be, I guess, full-fledged atheist, or what doesn't matter to us. We're good with that. But if you've got questions, again, if you're churched or unchurched and you've got questions about the Bible, Sunday's a pretty good place to start because, again, it's relaxed. We all just wear our jeans and our t-shirts. We come in, I buy breakfast for everybody. We bounce around. We do some Dairy Queen, some Arby's, some McDonald's, whatever you want, biscuits and gravy. And then we talk about topics. It's all topically based. And students actually pick the topics. So we use a website called pursuegod.org. I use another one called Right Now Media. Of course, we use the Bible. We always go, that's our ultimate fact checker, I believe, is Scripture. We think there's a lot of good knowledge there and a lot of lessons to be learned there. But again, topically based. So some topics we've covered. Is Jesus a Republican or a Democrat? That's always a good one. Tattoos. Am I a sinner for having a tattoo? Anything really. A lot of times we hit on aggression or fighting attitude type stuff. A lot of people, they pick topics like that. So I think it's an issue that our demographic is facing. That fresh out of high school, how do I take that on? A lot of regret type talks, and again, we just use Scripture to talk that out. Very dialogue feel. I might be standing up or sitting down, but we're all sharing and talking in that discussion. So again, if that's something you're looking for, I guess I would be pretty comfortable around our school because, again, Micah 6:8 is in our mission statement. So live justly, love mercy, walk humbly. I mean, who wouldn't want to hang out with a group of guys that were living justly, that we're going to treat you fairly, we're going to treat you like we would ourselves or like we'd want to be treated. Live justly, love mercy, that we're going to forgive when you fall short and again own up to our own mistakes, and then walk humbly because I'm sure we've all, you just came out of high school or wherever you've been, but you're about to enter the welding industry, and if there's one thing we're short on, it's humble people. I mean, there's everybody's a golden arm, all right, Ashley? Everybody brags it up, talks hard. So just know that we're just living it day by day, just like you are. We're sinners just trying to get there. But yeah, those Sunday mornings are awesome. I feel like you get a lot of conversation, a lot of questions answered. And again, we open that shop up for an additional 4 hours. We buy lunch that day, Pizza Hut, stuffed crust, meatloaf, whatever you want, doesn't matter. And those instructors usually run demo days. Right. So those are when Richard Johnson is burning some downhill or Dalton Grayson is running some Inconel, Blake Hawkins is in the mirror sim. But you, no matter where you're at in the program, can try those extra things out. You can get in those simulators, you can try those specialty alloys. Doesn't matter if it's your first week or your last week, you can play around in the shop that day.
Yeah, and if I'm falling behind a little bit, hey, maybe that's the day that I'm going to cut all my metal for the whole week. Maybe that's the day that I want to take that AWS test because I got some CWIs who are coming in and giving me their time on a Sunday. Maybe that's the day that I just want to work on my next curriculum that I'm working for. So it's kind of your day, 4 hours free time that KWI is going to give you.
Yes, sir.